Are you terrified to miss the greatest moments in football history? That feeling of a collective gasp, a roar that shakes the foundations of a city, a single moment of genius that becomes immortal? This isn't just a game. It's a tapestry woven from glory, heartbreak, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. It's a story told in packed stadiums and on dusty streets, a language understood by billions. From the legends who first defined the beautiful game to the modern titans who shatter records, their stories are etched in the trophies they lifted and the rivalries that fueled their fire. Stick around. You won't believe what's next as we journey through the moments that shaped football forever. Every story has its origin, and in football, the story of greatness begins with gods among men. First, there was a king, Pelé, the boy from Brazil, who made the world dance with a ball at his feet. He didn't just play football, he composed it. With 3 World Cups, he turned the yellow jersey into a symbol of joy and artistry, a promise of samba football that captivated the globe. Then, a rebel genius emerged from the streets of Buenos Aires, Maradona, a force of nature who could be both divine and diabolical in the same breath. In 1986, he gave us the ultimate contradiction, the infamous Hand of God, followed by the goal of the century, a mesmerizing dance past half a team. He was a flawed hero who carried the weight of a nation on his shoulders and single-handedly rewrote what one player could achieve. After the gods came the era of the Titans. For over a decade, the footballing world was a stage for 2 rivals who turned the sport into their personal duel, Messi and Ronaldo. One, a quiet magician, a playmaker whose feet moved faster than thought, weaving through defenses with impossible grace, the ball a magnet to his boots. The other, a supreme athlete, an unstoppable force of will, engineered for perfection. His explosive power, his gravity-defying leaps, and his relentless hunger for goals made him a phenomenon. They traded records like blows in a heavyweight fight, pushing the boundaries of the sport and each other. The Ballon d'Or became their personal property. Their rivalry wasn't just about goals. It was a clash of philosophies, of natural talent versus disciplined power, a poetic duel that defined a generation. But football's heart beats strongest in the tribal passion of its club rivalries. These are more than matches. They are cultural events. In Spain, there is El Clásico, Real Madrid versus Barcelona, a clash that transcends the pitch, echoing with the weight of history, politics, and identity. It's the capital versus Catalonia, royalism versus rebellion, where pure skill collides with a century of pride. In England, the red of Manchester United meets the red of Liverpool. A battle born from industrial-era competition, it's a fight for historical supremacy, for honor, for the title of England's greatest club. And in Italy, the city of Milan is split in 2. The Derby della Madonnina. AC Milan versus Inter, 2 giants sharing one iconic stadium, locked in an eternal tug-of-war for the soul of their city. Yet, every 4 years, club loyalties are set aside for the ultimate theater of dreams, the World Cup. This is where legends are immortalized, and nations hold their breath. It gave us the Maracanazo of 1950, when a stadium of 200,000 Brazilians was plunged into stunned silence. It gave us the vibrant, joyful samba football of Brazil's 1970 team, a side so brilliant they let them keep the trophy. It gave us Maradona's controversial and divine conquest in 1986. And in the modern era, it has delivered raw, unfiltered drama. The tension of a penalty shootout, the agony of a last-minute goal, the singular image of a hero lifting that golden trophy, uniting a country in pure, unadulterated joy. It is the pinnacle, the dream of every player and every fan. If the World Cup is a global festival, the Champions League is the crucible of European football. These are the famous European nights under the floodlights, where the impossible becomes reality. It's the stage for the greatest comebacks in history. Think of Istanbul in 2005, where Liverpool rose from the dead, a miracle etched into footballing lore. Or La Remontada in 2017, when Barcelona defied all logic to overturn an insurmountable deficit. These nights are about more than just winning. They are about belief, about the roar of the home crowd willing their team to victory, about underdog stories that become legend. The iconic anthem, the Star-Spangled Ball, the Silver Trophy, it all combines to create an atmosphere of pure, high-stakes drama that is simply unmatched in club football. Behind the magic are the numbers that quantify greatness. Records are the milestones on the road to immortality. We see staggering goal tallies that defy belief, assist numbers that prove genius lies in creation as much as finishing, and unbeaten runs that demonstrate sheer dominance. The Golden Boot isn't just an award, it's proof of being the sharpest predator on the continent. But the holy grail for any club is the treble, winning the domestic league, the domestic cup, and the Champions League in a single season. It's a feat of consistency, endurance, and tactical brilliance so rare that the teams who achieve it are spoken of in hushed, reverent tones. These statistics aren't just for nerds. They are the cold, hard evidence of legendary status. And who are the architects of these triumphs? The managers, the masterminds on the touchline. Their tactical innovations have shaped the very way the game is played. From the defensive iron wall of Catenaccio in Italy to the revolutionary total football of the Dutch, where every player could be an attacker. Then came the era of tiki-taka, a mesmerizing philosophy of quick, short-passing triangles that starved opponents of the ball, perfected by visionaries like Cruyff and Guardiola. In response, a new school of thought emerged. Gegenpressing, the high-intensity, coordinated hunt to win the ball back instantly. From the mind games of Mourinho to the fatherly inspiration of Ferguson and the heavy metal football of Klopp, these managers are the chess masters whose ideas define eras. As the game evolves, its reach expands, breaking new ground and inspiring new generations. The rise of the women's game is one of football's most powerful modern stories. Once relegated to the sidelines, it has exploded onto the world stage. The Women's World Cup now commands massive global audiences, creating its own icons and its own unforgettable moments of skill and drama. Attendance records are being shattered at the club level, as the technical quality and athleticism on display captivate fans. This isn't just about equality. It's about the growth of the sport itself. For every young girl who now sees a hero to emulate, the future of the beautiful game becomes brighter, richer, and more inclusive for all. Ultimately, what is football without the fans? They are the lifeblood, the soul of the sport. It's in the sound of a unified chant echoing through the stands, a song passed down through generations. It's in the breathtaking sight of a tifo, a colossal fan-made work of art that declares loyalty and passion. It's the electric tension of a derby day, where the city air crackles with anticipation. But fan culture extends far beyond the 90 minutes. It's in the pre-match rituals, the post-match debates, and the shared joy or sorrow with strangers who become family. From the grassroots pickup games on any patch of grass to the global community online, football is the world's most spoken language, a universal connection that transcends borders, cultures, and backgrounds. So what does it all mean? The trophies, the rivalries, the records? A World Cup trophy represents the pride of a nation, a moment of unity that can define a country's history. A Champions League title signifies club supremacy, the peak of tactical and technical excellence. Silverware is the currency of greatness, the tangible proof that separates the good from the legendary. Rivalry heats the pitch, it sharpens the skill, it fuels the desire to be better, faster, stronger. It creates the drama that we crave. But in the end, football gives relief. It reminds us that for all our differences, we can be united by a simple, shared passion. One ball, a million hearts beating as one. The story of football is still being written. New rivalries are brewing, new tactics are being devised, and the next generation of superstars is waiting for their moment to shine. The game never stops evolving. Want to witness the next chapter of history as it unfolds? Want more iconic moments, more legendary stories, and more of the drama that makes this the beautiful game? Hit follow and never miss the next legend. The